Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Time and Money to have the best experiences out of your life. And as we focus on time and money, in this video let's quickly run through Indian budget for the financial year 22-23 that was released on 1st February 2022. Before we discuss some key highlights or interesting facts about Indian budget is that Indian budget officially starts with halwa ceremony. That is, as the Indian tradition goes, you start something auspicious with preparation of sweet and distributing it. And the officials involved in this are locked up literally in a room, and they are not in contact with the outside world for a very long time until budget is announced. And until then, everyone is confined and they will have to ensure the secrecy of budget is maintained until announcement happens. And similar to every year, various people have various expectations from annual budget that the government announces, though some sheen is lost because of GST council formation, and cost of many of the products are directly affected by this GST council and not directly by the budget announcement that happens every year. And similar to every year, this year also they focused on various infrastructure development and focus on various infrastructure project of building and increasing national highway connectivity, then the ports, then railways, and then focus on green energy and clean storage of electricity and various other infrastructure initiatives. And along with that, we also saw that PLI based incentive scheme, that is production linked incentive, wherein it supports those who manufacture and indirectly create jobs and economic growth. They provide them some incentive for increasing that production. And similarly, this budget has set aside around 4.1% of its budget for capital expenditure. Again, this is a good sign. Higher the capital expenditure, better is it for economy. And again, there is a concept called multiplier effect, wherein it says that, for example, a multiplier of 10 says that 1 rupee invested for that item or product increases the economic value by 10 rupees. So for example, let's say 100 rupees was invested for building up the infrastructure, and a multiplier of 10 says that because of that 100 rupees investment, it is yielding a result of 1000 rupees. And it's usually seen that for capital expenditure, the multiplier effect is relatively higher when compared to other things. So this is a good sign for a developing economy. And another key aspect that was seen was 5G allocation, that is the spectrum auction that is going to happen. They told in 2022 that is going to happen. And again, India being a developing economy, this fast release of 5G can help in a long way. And next key aspect that will help many rural economies especially, that is creating all the post offices, that is 100% of post offices into a valid bank branches, so that financial inclusion can happen and many people can come into this formal economy and formal banking system and help grow the economy at large. And again, next was related to middle class people, wherein there was no tax slab changes, and again there were many memes that already popped up and there was nothing interesting in it, and it is going as is. And there were few tax related changes that happened for long term capital gains for unlisted shares, and this might not affect many common people like you and I, so I'm not going to go in detail for this. And similarly, the surcharge for long term capital gains is now capped at 15%. This is helpful in a long run. Most important tax announcement was in fact taxing profits earned through digital asset. And again, over here government did not limit itself to bitcoins or cryptocurrencies, or in fact even NFTs. And again, the reason for this is probably twofold according to me. One is because they have not yet clearly defined rules and regulation and exactly made it a clear path on investing or trading in these assets, that is cryptocurrencies or NFTs. And second is because this space is evolving continuously, and sometimes they might come up with new nomenclatures which might impact the tax code in general. So they have put a bracket umbrella stating that tax on digital assets, which will encompass all your cryptocurrencies, NFTs, and probably some other new things that might emerge from this cryptocurrency world as well. And along with imposing 30% tax on this profits made, another thing was imposing 1% TDS on transactions made using digital assets. And then there are few intricacies in this, like you cannot set off losses from digital assets, and similarly you cannot deduct any other expenditure other than cost of acquisition. And again, this might evolve and we can get little more clarity on this in coming days. And last but not the least, few other key announcement that the government did was announcing LIC IPO, the much awaited IPO that India is looking forward to. And second being digital rupee being given out by RBI and this digital rupee will be CBDC, that is central bank digital currency, and it will be a legal way of transacting and using digital currency and the blockchain based technology probably, wherein we can transact in this digital rupee in our day-to-day life, and it will be a legitimized version of using a blockchain technology. And this might be probably like a experimentation by the government. Again, we will have to wait and watch. Again, in this budget, probably other than for crypto investors and blockchain technology based investors, for others this did not have that much of sheen and it lacked luster, and we will have to wait and see how this will evolve. And especially with the pandemic hit economy, we have to see how this pans out, with both inflation rising up and our salaries not matching up. We will have to see and see how the economy evolves. With that, comment down below what do you expect and what was your expectation, and what the government did right and what the government did wrong. I would love to hear your thoughts. Also visit Telegram channel where I'm trying to build a good bunch of community, and also ensure to like, subscribe, comment down and share it with as many people as you can. I'll see you soon.